Okay, so she'll just miss the 555, but I can teach her that later. But now we're on to analytics. So anyone who is watching, this is what we're watching for. Okay,
Yes,
thank you, Miss Emily.
you're welcome. So analytics. So you all need, if you want to do the activity right now, you'll need something to write with. So we're going to get into your own analytics. So what I'm going to do is share my screen so you can see mine, but you're actually going to look at your own. If you have the capability to get into your laptop or your computer, I'm going to set you guys right up here. If you can get into your laptop or your computer, it's going to look a little bit different on the phone than it does the computer, but we're going to be looking at the same thing. So I'm in my boutique, okay? So what we're going to look at is if you scroll down on the side on your phone, again, it's going to look a little different. On your phone, you would hit the crest in the upper right-hand corner if you're on your phone, and you're going to go down to Insights. So it's usually under group settings. And then there's the word Insights. All right. And I'm going to click on growth. Now, this is something I suggest that you do every single month. So if today is the day that you're going to do it, which is the 22nd of February, then do it on the 22nd of March, the 22nd of April, whatever day that you're actually going to do the full activity. So what I always do is take this top drop down that says 28 days, and we want to look at 60 days always. So you want to look at the big picture that Facebook is giving you. So change your drop down to 60 days. Even if you're a new stylist, change it to 60 days so that you get in the practice of always looking at a 2-month visual. What you want to look at is how many members that you have in your group, because I hear often, very, very often, my group is dead. It's not doing anything. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, no one's commenting, or the same 4 people comment. Well, let's go look at your analytics. This is your true story, ladies. This is truly what's happening in your Facebook. All right. And you're going to be shocked, but here is the activity I want you to do. I want you to write down how many members you have in your group currently. Like for me, it says it over here to the left, 815 members. Here it says 814. How many members that you have. Then we're going to scroll down to this next one. This is member request. So you always want to be having requests come in. If you're not, then that's another whole training, but you should always be having people join your VIP group. You need to be growing and in front of people. Okay. So we're going to look at engagement. So it's the next one down from growth is the word engagement. Again, change it to 60 days. And our goal is that we're always in the green, right? So mine is showing I'm down 2%. I'm in the red. So I've been posting 2% less than I would normally have. And it's given me the dates October through December. So you can see this runs a little bit behind, and that's normal because Facebook runs a little bit behind. And usually analytics take 2 weeks to catch up. So that's typical Facebook. And it's showing here December to February, starting February 20th. It's showing I've done 195 posts, which is a little bit less than normal. So you can hover across here with your mouse and you can see how many posts you did each day. Like this day I did 10. It was probably a sale. This day I did 2, there's 3. So hover across here and see what you have. Nothing wrong with that. This next button right here is comments. So you can click on comments next. Megan,
Sorry, can we take a quick break? And because some people are behind. So I just want to, can I do this? Sorry, real quick.
Yep, what you need.
Okay, we're on our VIP. Okay. Megan's VIP, whatever. There is a shield at the top right. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, if you're on
Looks
your
like
phone,
a
it's a
shield.
shield in the upper right.
You hit, so there were people back there. So you hit that shield. Okay. And it takes a second to load. Like it takes a second to load everything. Okay. And then you scroll down to insights. Okay, Monica, tell me you have it. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure everybody was caught up. Okay, go on.
Yep, scroll down to insights and click all insights. And then always change it to 60 days. I'm going to do it on my phone and the computer at the same time. So the first button there is growth. The next one over is engagement. So you'll click engagement and you'll change it again to 60 days. And then down below there, it says post, comments, reactions. We see those three things. On the computer, it's at the top. Post, comments, reactions, and then all. All right. So we're right now it's on post. It always defaults to post. And then we're going to look at comments. So even though my posts are down, this is what I want to show you. So my posts are down. See, it's in the red right here, down 2%. But my comments are up 3%. So even though I'm posting less, I'm still having more people interact. So this is actual comments. And then reactions are going to be the thumbs up, the heart, the emoji stuff. And I'm up 9% on that. And then when you click on all, it puts all three of those colors on top of each other so you can see what's happening in your group. So it's the same thing on the phone. You can click on post, comments, reactions, and then scroll a little bit to the left and you can click on all. And underneath the graph on your phone, you can see the numbers. If you're down, it'll have a negative sign in front of it. And if you're up, it'll just have a regular number. Okay, so our goal is always to be up. So this just means, like, for me personally, like, you can look at this again, you want to look at this every single month. For me, it's like my comments are up and my reactions are up. So does it really matter that my posts are down? No, not really. But if my posts are down and my comments are down, or my posts are down and my reactions are down, I'm like, okay, I need to post either more content or different content. So this is where you have to use a little like common sense, little business ideas and say, okay, of these three categories, what is it doing? And mainly you want to make sure that at least 2 out of the 3 are in an upwards trajectory. Are we good on that? Good. Okay. We're going to scroll down. Now this says, remember I told you to write down how many members you have. And the reason you do this every month is because I want you to see your group grow. So write down today's date and how many members you have. So mine says 815. But over here it says active members, 513. So here's what you do. You divide those two numbers by each other. So take whatever your numbers are and divide them by each other. So I'm going to do 815 divided by 513. Actually, it's the other way around. My group is performing at 63%.
You do that one more time. You missed me, so you may have missed somebody else.
So on this next graph here, it says active members. So write down how many active members you have. Okay, and then go over here to see how many total members you have. And you divide your active members by your total members. And our target number is always to be above 50%. So I would divide 513 active members divided by my total members, which is 815. And mine comes out to 63%. Okay, y'all drop into the comments what your percentage is. We're looking for it to be over 50%. Are we over 50%? Megan, can you take a look?
I am on my phone and I cannot find the active members. It lists who's commented, but it doesn't give me a count.
Couldn't find that either, so I had to go back to my basic VIP page and
Okay, I'm coming. I'm going to show you. So if you're in your insights, and we were on this graph for engagement, you're just going to pull it up and it says right here, active members.
Okay, I went to a different tab, so let me get back there.
Yeah, we're staying inside insights. This whole activity is
Right, I was
inside.
yeah, I was there, but I went to, engagement and then,
Scroll past the first
oh, there it
graph,
is. Okay, okay.
and your second graph is going to be your active members.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
All right. And divide that by how many's currently in your VIP group. How many
Okay.
That's what on the phone you couldn't find is the current VIP. So you just had to kind of know that, I guess, from the top. I mean,
Well, yeah,
I
I
was
mean, you'll
gonna
have to go
say
back out.
that's just from our group. I mean, just knowing how many
Yeah.
members are, yeah, okay.
You'll have to go out of insights to know how many members you have.
Okay.
I do not feel like I have 416 active members in my group, but I guess
Well,
I do. Does
you
that just
do.
mean they've
So-
done something?
Here is the good news, right? So we're 82%, 54, 91, 84, 83, 99.
Mine's 85%. I'm just trying to get to the comments to put it in.
Yeah, no worries. So this is my whole objective of teaching analytics. When my stylists say, Emily, my group is dead, this is the first place we come look. And I'm like, what is your percentage of active members? Active members means they've stopped their scroll for at least 3 seconds or longer on your content. That's what active members means. They may not have commented, they may not have done an emoji or a Giphy, but they've stopped their scroll for 3 seconds or longer, which is the qualifications for Facebook to say they're active in your group. So you're reaching, look at these numbers. Like, you should be super proud of yourself. 91%, 84, 83, 99, 85, 87. Like, you should be super pumped up that you have that many active people in your group, but your eyes and your intellect says, well, only 4 of them are commenting, or only 6 of them are like buying anything for my social sales. Okay, this says otherwise. This says you're reaching them. They just have not yet engaged with you. And that's a different conversation in itself. So I want you to be encouraged every month. And that's why I want you to do the analytics, is because you're reaching people. And if you will reach them enough times, they will engage and shop and join you. That's the way it goes. That's psychology. You've just got to reach them enough. Yes.
Since we were lucky and that this whole team here had over 50%, that's great. What would you do if your person was at like 40%?
It's never
With your-
happened in 6 years that I've been here. Never. Because people are shocked that people are actually stopping. And this tells me that they are, right? So the engagement part is completely separate, but that you have people watching from back in the woods. Yes, they are. It shows you right here. So if you're down in the dumps one day and it's not your 30-day check-in, open this thing and encourage yourself. Like, you do have people that are watching and that are interested in what you're doing. It just may not seem like it. Okay. All right. Now the next one down, I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. Are we good? Okay. We're going to go the next one down. Now this is going to be your homework. I'm going to show just one example. So we are not going to do all 7 days of the week, but down below your next graph is going to be popular days. Now you can see here on my graph, the tallest one obviously is the most popular. For me, it's Thursdays. You know why it's Thursdays? Because that's when new jewelry comes out. And that's what I talk about. All week long, I'm like, new jewelry's coming, new jewelry's coming, new jewelry's coming. Guess also when I open my mail on Thursdays, and I talk about the new style drop on Thursdays. So my most popular day is Thursday. So look at your graph, and I want you to write down your top 3 days. This is your homework every single month. What are your top 3 days? For me, it's Thursday, then Wednesday, and then my Monday and my Sunday are the same. So I will actually write down 4 days of the week: Thursday, Wednesday, Monday, Sunday, and you'll write them in that order. Here's the reason why. If you're going to do a sale, if you're going to do a promotion, if you're going to do a giveaway, Wouldn't it make sense to do it on the day that the most people are in your living room? For me, my most people are in my living room on Thursdays. And if Thursdays don't work, then my next most days that people show up knocking on my front door is Wednesdays. So if I'm going to start a social sale, or I'm going to do a one of those pick a prize, or I'm going to do, some kind of any kind of anything important, right? Then I'm looking at Thursdays and Wednesdays. And I didn't say Wednesday, Thursday. I say it in the order of most importance. So Thursday, Wednesday. So you should each have 3 days written down, or if you have an equal day, then you would write down those equally. Now I want to show you the next trick that goes along with this activity. Now you might want to write down all your 7 days and do them in order. That's perfectly fine. But for this activity, every month I found that if you'll just do your top 3 days, then you'll be able to keep up with it better. Now on the computer next to it says popular times. On the phone underneath it says popular times. So now my most popular day is Thursday. So see these little letters, these little buttons? They're on your phone as well. They say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Click on your most popular day with these little buttons. Mine is Thursday, so I'm going to click this one. And now it's going to tell me the most popular time on Thursdays. So mine is 10 a.m. Central Time. So as you can see on Thursdays from my graph, people are commenting throughout the day, right? Or engaging throughout the day. But at 10 a.m. Central Time, I have the most people engaging on Thursdays. So look at your most common day or your most popular day. Now look at your most popular time, and you have to click one of these little buttons to make it show up. So on your phone, you would click right above the graph where it says whatever your day of the week is. All right. So we have popular day, popular time. Now we have some really good data here, right? Now I know when they're knocking at my door, which is Thursdays. And now I know what time they're wanting to eat. They want to eat at 10 a.m. Central on Thursdays in my group. So that means I'm going to post content as close to that time frame as possible right before they want to eat. Like I don't want to be cooking at 10 a.m. I want to be posting at 9, 9:30, 9:45 so that they can eat at 10 a.m. Does that make sense? Okay, so then you would go back to popular days. You would look to see what your next one is. So mine's Wednesdays. So then I would come back over here to popular times and I would click the W for Wednesdays. And I would look to see what popular time it is. It's 8 a.m. Central on Wednesdays. My second most popular is 3 p.m. on Wednesdays. All right, so with this data, you're thinking in your head like, but all my friends work. Well, guess what? They're scrolling and they're pausing on your content in the middle of the day. So don't discount the days and the times that they're willing to be active in your group. So for me, my second day is Wednesday. So click on your second day and click on popular time for your second day and see when that is and write it down. So if you'll do the top 3 days and the top 3 times every month, you will start adjusting your most important post for that week to be around the most popular day that your people are there willing to engage with you. All right, there's one more piece to this puzzle. Are we good?
Hey, Emily, question.
Yep.
Does Facebook like, I'm thinking like one of mine is 5 o'clock on a work day.
Okay.
So does Facebook like scheduled posts as much as it likes the like real-time organic posts, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Either or. And remember, the times that you're seeing are in your time zone. So wherever you are in the United States. Okay. Yeah, I do a lot of scheduling, Holly. So usually on Sunday afternoons, I schedule for the entire week. And then that allows, my business to work in the background so that while I'm doing whatever I'm doing in life, I still have something happening, right? And then I can drop in little nuggets of things that Park Lane or Treasure Tribe is offering for that day. Okay, so last piece of this puzzle, it's my most favorite part. Scroll down a little bit more. On your phone, it's going to say top post. On the computer, it just says post, and it says post with the most activity in the last 28 days. Now down here, you can't change this to 60. So it will be 28. And here is what I want you to look at. What is your top post? Is it a live? Is it a this or that? Is it, I want you to write down what your top 3 are. So for me, I would write down the word live because my first one's a live. My second most popular one was I shipped out surprise Valentine popcorn bags to my customers. And my third one was talking about groceries, the price of groceries. Okay. So write down what are your top 3. What are your top 3 from the past 28 days? And now you have 3 parts to this puzzle. You have your most popular day, your most popular time, and now your most popular post. So your VIPs, your customers, your friends are saying, I'm showing up on Thursday, Emily, 10 a.m. Central, and I want to see you live. Or I want to talk about something that is happening in the world right now, which is the price of groceries, right? So if you look at that content, you will now know what to post on your most popular days and your most popular times because your people are telling you, I'm here for you. This is what I want to see. And can you keep giving it to me? So of course, all of our teams are the same. We have people that say, number 1, my group is not engaging, it's dead. Okay, show them this activity. Number 2, I don't know what to post. I don't know when to post. Show them this activity. Get your whole teams doing this every 30 days, and you will see a change, not only in your public Facebook with doing the 555, but also in your VIP group, because now you're actually serving steak and potatoes and not liver and onions, because they don't want liver and onions. They want steak and potatoes. So I always look at my top 5 posts because I want to know, 3 is good, but what are my top 5? There's a live, there's a surprise mail out, which I don't do all the time. So, that's okay, but it's not all the time. We talked about groceries. My number 4 one is having people put selfies. And then number 5, oh, guess what? It's another live. So out of my top 5, 2 of them are lives. This tells me they want to see me live and I need to go live more often. So anyway, you can scroll down and see, different posts, and you can kind of get an idea of what they're liking so that you can post for them, right? That's why we're here. And so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So you can post on specific days, specific times, and now specific topics. And with that, you're creating a community within your VIP group that says, when you knock on my door, I'm going to be here and I'm going to serve you what you're wanting. This is how your engagement starts to go higher because you're giving them what they want. Now there's going to be more interaction, more, little hearts and more comments start flowing in. It just is a snowball effect, but you have to get it started. Now that you've seen analytics, then you can look at it every month and know if you're growing or if you've regressed. And it's okay either way, because we all have those seasons, right? We ebb and flow. And the thing is, when we're going down, then all we do is we look back at our homework from the prior month and we're like, wait a minute, they liked lives and they liked sharing selfies. Okay, I need to go back to that, right? So we do switch things up because you want to try new things, right? And our graphics department is amazing in giving us new content and things to share. And so the cool part about that is there's always something new to push out. I push out that stuff on my non-popular days. So if I already know Wednesday and Thursdays, they're liking this content, that's what I'm going to keep pushing out. And then on days 3 and 4, the third and fourth less popular days, that's when I'm going to try something new. Like maybe I'm going to try the zip code game. Haven't done that in over a year. All right, I'm going to push it out on a non-popular day and let's see if we can get some different traction, some different people engaged. Does all of that make sense?
Tammy Parker had a good question. She's brand new. So
Okay.
her, we just finished her launch. She turned in her party last week.
Yay.
So she's asking, are these numbers due to when we're posting, or do you think it's strictly based on their scrolling and it's random? And I love this question because I will say that my insights are around my live at 5. So it looks like people enjoy the fact that they know I'm going live at 5 and they're coming to watch me. Seems like 4 to 6 are my big times. So maybe it's my live at 5 and people like that regularity. I would love to know if people like sporadically put a live, what that does to that insight. But I think this is a great question. Do you know the answer to it?
Tell me the question.
Could these numbers be due to just posting and lives, that kind of thing? Or do you think it's strictly based on when our people in our VIP happen to be scrolling?
It's based on when they're scrolling. That's what the engagement is. It's when they're showing up, not when you're posting.
So, Emily, your people are different than my people, and Holly's people are different than Felicia's people, or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
So my posts all go out at 7 a.m. every single morning because I schedule them all on Sunday. It takes me about, 10 or 15 minutes. And I schedule 6 posts for the entire week. They all go out at 7 a.m. I've done that for years. So whenever I want to do something special, then I go and I look to when are my people going to be there. And then I try to, do it around that time or close to that time. But your insights that we just looked at, that's based on when they're showing up, not when you're showing up.
I'll show you how to schedule. But Emily, do you schedule based on these insights and then change it around as your insights change? Because you said you're going to check it on the 22nd of every month. Like we're checking it now. So then on March 22nd, we need to check it again. And so will you change that scheduling based on that?
So the ones I do on Sunday, I always have something at 7 a.m. every morning. Always. Because no matter if someone's showing up or not, I'm showing up for myself. I'm showing up for my business at 7 a.m. every morning. Now, the other stuff that I do during the day is based on that analytics. So my going live or dropping a sale or some kind of a giveaway, it's based on when those analytics say that my people are going to show up for me the most. But without a doubt, I have a post that goes out every single morning at 7 a.m. and it's random. And that's what the content calendar comes in handy about is like, I can look at this on a Sunday and say, okay, I have my ideas for all week. I can schedule those 7 a.m., 5 p.m., whatever time you want to use. And I know that my business is working in the background. The beauty of scheduling is, what if on a Monday afternoon, you get a phone call and there's been a life-changing event in your family, whatever that may be? Then what happens to your business the rest of the week while you're dealing with that life-changing event? Nothing, because you're not focused on Park Lane, right? But if you took the time to schedule at least one post a day for the entire week, no matter what happens in your life, say you come down with the flu, or say there's a car accident, or there's whatever, right? Because we all have life. So the beauty of the scheduling is no matter what life throws at us during the week, your business is going to run in the background because you took 10 minutes to schedule posts for the entire week. But yes, then use your
show really
insights
quick
to-
how to schedule.
Oh yeah, let me do it. Here, I'll show
Okay,
you.
you could do it on the, you could share your screen, but every time, so on your page, and you just go to write something, and then you have these choices. You could cross post too. So I could put this in mine and Monica's VIP, anywhere that I'm an admin. I could go, I'm an admin in Treasure Tribe. So sometimes I'll put it in Dreamcatcher and Treasure Tribe. I don't know. Do you have to be an admin to do that?
Yeah, you
When
can't
I
post in other
celebrate you
people's-
guys, I cross post you. So I only do the one post and you're going in both the Treasure Tribe and the Dreamcatcher team. So all those choices are there. Cross post, schedule, whatever else. So what show us.
Okay, so I'm going to give you all a little bonus here because I'm going to schedule mine for this morning. Okay, so this is a video that I did on a bundle, and I'm going to give you here's a little extra bonus. Whenever you're posting a video that you've done or someone else has done, you can click on these video options, and you can give it a title. So this is going to be the Jazzy bundle, and you can upload an image that will be the front image. If you don't like how Facebook caught your face, and I never do. And so I am going to load up a thumbnail. I have the Jazzy bundle right here. I'm going to use this as a thumbnail that you'll see it first instead of seeing my face look weird. So now this is the beginning of my video. So there's your little bonus if you're posting a video. So I'm just going to say, happy Saturday. Let's get jazzy. Okay. And now I'm going to go down here to more. Oh, wait a minute. No, videos you have to post straight out. All right. Let me change this. Videos you have to post straight out. Let me just pick something else. Let me drop this Montana bracelet. All right. So when you have your little synopsis ready, drop your picture, and then down here it says post, this big blue button. Next to it is the calendar. So you pick a date, click on the date, and it's going to open up what's available. So we'll pick today, and then click on time. Every time shows up. So if I click 9, it's going to get me 9 p.m. and then every 5-minute increment. Now I will tell you, Facebook doesn't like you to schedule on the top or the bottom of the hour. So 9 or 9:30 is not a good idea. They want you scheduling on the offbeat. The reason why is the normal average person is going to schedule on the hour or the half hour. And so I always choose the 05. So I'm going to schedule this to go out at 9:05 tonight, and I click schedule, and it's going to give me a little confirmation. It says your post is now scheduled. So it's setting back there ready to go for 9 o'clock tonight. And over here on the left-hand side, if you're on your laptop or computer, you can go to scheduled post. If you're on your phone, you would click that crest in the upper right-hand corner and go down to scheduled post. And it tells me it's here. It's going to post in 10 hours at 9:05 p.m. Now, if I have a bunch of posts scheduled back here, I can click on the 3 dots and I can reschedule it. I can push it out right this minute if I want to. And I can also delete it, which is what I'm going to do.
I have a
So there
question.
we go. That's how you schedule. And yeah, if you have an idea of what you want to schedule all week long, that's what I do on Sundays, Holly, is I just drop those things in there and I'm just done. So
I have a question on videos. If you record your videos, where are you what are you recording them to or on so that you can schedule to send those out?
most of my videos I record right on my phone. And they have to be short. That's the thing. So about 10 minutes is the length where you can go longer than 10 minutes, but I've noticed it really bogs down. So I use, if I'm going to be longer than 10 minutes, I use the free version of StreamYard. That's how y'all see me do the content calendar, and like it shows up and my face goes to the side and the calendar pops up. StreamYard has a free version. And, you know, if you want to dabble around in it, it is absolutely amazing. But yeah, most of the stuff, Sarah, I just do on my phone and just make it super short.
And you can schedule videos to post then later?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do
So
they
like
get
I
the
have to
same? Do they get love the same as the live?
They do. They do. I have 2 launch parties going tonight, and I'm using a 10-minute video that I pre-recorded in both of those. And so they'll launch with those videos tonight. And then the hostess and I are the new stylist and I are actually going live together tomorrow. But tonight we're sending out this 10-minute to get things cranked up.
Noticed in our messenger parties, when I video myself to talk about the impression earrings, for example, I have to keep it under 4-ish minutes and maybe 3-ish. And you can change it from 60 to 30. Do you know anything about this, Emily? And I change it to 30. Seems to save better and load better. And so that's what I'm using on the messenger. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I also just want to say I learned this because of Sparkle and Serve. I had to do those videos for the days, like day 3, and I jumped up and said we're doing it this way. I did it right here on Zoom. So I did a Zoom meeting of myself. I saved it to my computer and then I uploaded it to YouTube and I got a link. So, and we have, and I ended up getting so addicted to that and I was dressed up already that I did a 2 and 4 explanation. And I did a bunch of little videos that I saved myself doing so I could just, because I had a customer that was like, I have a lot of people not on Facebook. And I was like, well, they need to know how to do the sale and a little bit. So I did a 9-minute, this is Park Lane and the sale. And then I did one that was just, this is the sale. So I did that for myself so then I can just send out those YouTube links to people.
Absolutely. I do that same thing with StreamYard or on my phone. Now with Facebook Messenger, the maximum that you can have on a file size is 100 megabytes. So if you're going to do a video on it, like you can't do a whole show on Messenger, unfortunately, right? But you can give a YouTube link and they can go watch it that way. It's just not live. But 100 megabytes is a super short video, like 2 or 3 minutes. And yeah, Megan, put it at the slower rate of 30 instead of 60, it helps. But yeah, unfortunately, it's still very limited. The cool thing about Messenger, and this is why, like as a tribe, we're having such great success, is there's not algorithms. So Messenger is just like if you were texting someone's phone number. There's no algorithms involved. And that's why when you have 15 people in a Messenger party, they're all 15 seeing it because the algorithm bots are not attached to it.
You just have to, what are the people that never look at their messenger? I mean, there are people that just never look at it, right? And so I have to go tell my hostess, make sure you tell your people if they committed to being that party that they need to look at that messenger because that's where the party is. And that's the only thing I feel like you have to rely on your hostess about, right? And then I like how Jerry says, if you're not seeing it, I'm in a hidden place because we're not Facebook friends. So, and I don't really know what that is anymore. I used to, but now I feel like I see everything, but maybe I'm looking. But I mean, like when people try to message me, I see it. I don't understand why other people don't. But Jerry's like, you got to go look for it. If you still can't find it, then you have to either proactively message me or text me. And she says that every time on the messenger party. And it makes a huge difference because, you know, you have to think about it like we have to teach them how to do it the same way we're learning how to do it right now. And so in a party, we're also helping them gain confidence and learn how to use a skill that maybe they didn't know about. So anyway.
Very true. Was all that helpful?
So helpful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah. So keep looking at it. Encourage yourself, encourage your teammates. You're doing great. You just don't see it because you're not seeing like, oh, I don't have monster sales or I don't have a bunch of hostesses. Your people are there. Just keep feeding them. And they will.
I think just being here, you're doing great. I mean, like,
absolutely.
I cannot say enough. I have noticed the activity of this team. And I know you may not feel your activity, but I'm telling you, like night and day different. I mean, and so from my point of view. And so when I look, I'm like, I cannot, and I loved Monica's post today and I told her to go share it. Just any activity breeds more activity. And it's just like this big old ball that keeps going. And so, even if you're not feeling like a whole lot of success at one step, it's like just keep doing the steps and it's like something just happens. So, you got to believe in what's coming because I believe big things are coming.
Yes. Can I drop you one more nugget before we go?
Mhm.
All right. So on your personal page, you know how we've been putting out posts this week for those of you that are participating in Sparkle and Serve, right? It's getting lots of traction. So you don't want to lose that traction. Or if you're not participating, then you can start doing this activity to get your personal page up and moving. So once a week or twice a week, do some kind of interactive confrontational post, right? So toilet paper up or down, you know, what is your thermostat set at? Like at least once a week, do that on your personal page so that people will you know, interact and talk. People love to give their opinion. Even when you don't want it, they love to give their opinion. So help them, give them a place to give their opinion. And if you'll rotate those topics, then your feed, again, it's that dropping the rock in the water, more people will come. So if this week you talk about pets, next week you talk about toilet paper, then you talk about silverware, then you talk about vacation spots. You're just telling the algorithms that you want to talk to people about different topics. But here's my big nugget. Every Wednesday, you should be posting on your personal page, either typing it out, using a graphic, like make it different every week, but you should be posting every Wednesday. We have new jewelry dropping tomorrow in my group. And then in the comments, put the link to your VIP group. So our goal is to always draw attention publicly and send them where we want to privately. So if you will just drop that message every Wednesday, it's going to create curiosity because you're not telling them what's coming and you're not coming back and showing them. Like on your personal page, how many of you posted the Be Mine bracelet this morning? Probably
Sold
not.
7.
On your personal page?
I went live on Instagram.
But my
So
point is,
scared, but I was like, we're doing a JOTD.
that's great. That's great. But my point is, like,
So
you're not on
scary.
Thursday morning going back to your personal page saying, look, this just dropped, right? You're not doing that. Not, I don't see any of you in your feeds doing that. I don't do that because we want them to go to our boutique or to our VIP group, right? They don't know to go there if you don't tell them to. So every Wednesday on your personal page, just say, I've got something new sparkly coming tomorrow. I've got new jewelry coming tomorrow. Use Chat GPT and mix up the verbiage, but your post every single Wednesday is basically the same thing. Go here for something sparkly and new. But
Okay,
use
so
the
do
comments
you
to put
do
your
that?
VIP group. You don't want to put the comments at, you don't want to put the link at the top. Facebook doesn't like that. You want to put your link down in the comments. So you're the first comment on your post.
Do you do that on Instagram and push it to Facebook? And is there any mess up there? Or do you just concentrate on Facebook only?
Mine are connected, but I post everything on Facebook and it pushes it to Instagram.
Okay.
I have a question on that. You just said don't post your link where? Did you say in your group?
No, so when you're posting on your personal page and you're going to type in the, right, you're going to have your graphic and you're going to type, I've got something sparkly coming tomorrow, right? Period. Post it. Then go to the comments and comment on yourself, your VIP link. Don't do
Don't
it,
put it in the post.
don't put it in the post at the top.
And I'm starting to learn that on the VIP too. Just don't put it in the post. In fact, I'm about to go change my post.
Yes. So in your VIP group, if you're posting your shopping link at the top in the post, Facebook doesn't like that. What they do is the bots see it and they're like, oh, so you're taking people from my living room and you're sending them out in the streets. Nope. We're going to shadow ban you and suppress you down. Okay. So always, if you have a link to your website or you have a link to your VIP group, always put it in the comments. Always, always. Facebook wants to keep everybody in their own little bubble. It sounds crazy, but you have to play their game, right? So I know we've all made that same mistake over and over, right? And so you want to always use the comments if you're sending somebody out somewhere.
I thought I had pinned mine to the top of my page, but I'm looking now and I never pinned it. So that's a good thing, right?
Well, that's another thing. On the featured, some people don't know how to get to the featured. I want to ask you your opinion. I tend to only put like, okay, so like the link to join or a sale that's going to be around for 3 weeks or something like that. I put that up in the feature. Do you do that, Emily?
What I have in my featured is the birthday club, the business club, and my links to shop. Because it used to be called pinned. And so you could just say it's pinned at the top and they could just click on the word pinned, but Facebook changed the name to the word featured. And so now, like verbiage wise, I try to remember to say, it's pinned at the top in the featured section. But yeah, I keep the same thing pinned up there all the time. Every month at the beginning of every month or whenever I close a personal show, I do pin, Tammy, my shopping link at the top because my VIPs have been trained. 6 years, they've been trained. If you want to shop with me personally, my link is up there and it's constantly up there 365 days a year.
Tell me about your business club real quick, or is this a whole nother training?
That's a whole nother thing. Birthday club, business club, that's a whole nother thing, but
I have birthday club. We can talk about that soon.
Yeah, it'll bring you a lot of extra people into your VIP group. Yeah.
Okay. Emily, is there anything we can do for you?
No, I'm going to go enjoy the sunshine. I think we're actually going to go out to lunch today. I have not left our apartment in over a week because I don't like being cold. And so we're going to go out today. It's going to be 50 degrees.
Okay, talk to me. Why are you in an apartment?
I live in the top, or we live in the top of a high-rise building. We have the corner penthouse in the top of a high-rise building. So it's because we travel all the time and we don't want to keep up with a house. I know people are like, you're a realtor.
That's the greatest thing.
You're a realtor and you don't own a house. Well, no. I have a doorman that brings my packages up. I have downstairs, I have 5 restaurants, a nail salon, a hair salon, and a farmer's market. Like, why would I want to go there? No.
She's like a celebrity. We all should be like feel privileged here.
She loves to travel and she's got a lot of kids with a lot of grandkids and she takes them with her. Work to travel, right, Emily?
That's exactly right.
Grandkids are the best, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They are. It's the best title in the world is to be a Mimi. I love it. Yeah. So, well, thank you for letting me share again. So
we love you.
Thank you for sharing. You're so awesome.
Thank you. Yes. Happy to.
We love you, Emily. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mine is officially blown. My mind is blown.
Yeah, mine too.
It's something I can grab onto. It's not like it's so hard that we can't grab onto this and make changes. Sometimes it seems like, oh, this is so hard or that's so overwhelming. This is something we actually can do something about.
Yeah, if you'll do that 555 system publicly, and then you'll do your analytics and make changes in your VIP group, you'll start seeing changes and they're going to be changes for the positive. So
last thing I would say, I want to end this with Sparkle and Serve really quickly for the team. No matter where you are in your business, the skills that we're learning in Sparkle and Serve will serve you anytime. So I want to make that very clear. Even if you are not doing this with us now because you had life going on or whatever, you can do Sparkle and Serve for yourself any day. It's just that there's not a group to put them in, but we can do Sparkle and Serve behaviors anytime and push them to free night on Monday nights. So I cannot tell you enough that even if you do a piece of it, this is all that it is real. I've kind of noticed this. It's gotten like my sales are up. People are signing up for parties. I mean, it's not just about Sparkle and Serve, just the fact that I'm reaching out to people and I'm broadening my net. I'm telling you these things. More where there are people, there are possibilities. Seriously. There's fortune in the follow-up. So I'm just telling you, like, just all it's done really is widen my net a little more than it already was. And so I feel like we could do those activities anytime. Um, and I've learned a lot from it. So I kind of wanted to tell you guys that wherever you are in this process, it's still savable. You could still get on the phone today, and I'm telling you that makes a difference too. Get on the phone today and invite people to, this group and just tell them, sell or not. I mean, I want you to win free jewelry if you sell this with me or you don't. But I do want you educated about why I love this so much. And I want you educated to be able to, and I have to educate people all the time about it. I need you educated about it so that you will advocate for me in this business because it's great. It really is great. So that's all this is about, is reaching our net a little wider and then asking for advocates. I mean, educating people and asking them to advocate. I mean, so just keep that in mind as you're doing your reach outs. It's never too late, whatever. You could start those practices anytime. And I think that's why she's saying once a week, do something really interactive in your group, and then I just keep adding to that list of follow-up people because I'm like, oh, there are people in my life. I just didn't realize it. And it's not, I mean, one thing that's hard about Sparkle and Serve is we're reaching out to them now, and they're like, is there a trick? But if you were regularly keeping the list, then like in a month, I could go reach out to that list. Does that make sense? It's not like it's like, oh, you commented on my toilet paper post, so I'm coming on you like a vulture. You can do it slowly. So,
And we have a mega party coming up on March the 9th. So in just about a week and a half. So these reach outs will, give you more fruit.
let's create. Who's here? Sorry, I hear sounds kind of creepy. Okay.